Doom, the Road Warriors, along with Precious Paul Ellering. I know you're upset as to what happened at the hands of the Russians in Baltimore.
Hey, Tony Schiavone, what do you think I feel like? Not being able to fight along my brother Animal and Precious Paul Ellering. Baltimore, there's gonna be a war, and it's gonna be in your town, because it's only right. That's where it's gotta end. Them stinking Russians, we've had it up to here with you. I feel like I'm gonna blow up, and I am gonna blow up, right along with my partner, right in the faces of them stinking Russians. This is the last stinking straw. The Russians have done enough. The Road Warriors are hot. But next time in Baltimore, you're not just gonna have Animal and Precious Paul. You're gonna have Hawk too to deal with. And I'm healthy. Good for me. Bad for you. Tell him, Animal.
You know, Tony Schiavone, just when we thought it was all over, just when we thought we had the Russians beat and the Legion of Doom was #1, all this had to happen again. Now, I know you have the film. We'd like to see it, and if you would you narrate it for us?
I certainly will. Let's go to that tape that they're talking about. This is in Baltimore, and this is supposedly was a 6-man tag team match, but Hawk suffered an injury the night before, could not make it, so it's Precious Paul and Animal against Ivan and Nikita. And what we're going to see, I know, gentlemen, as you watch this, you don't like to see it, but there was the chain, first of all, to the back of the head. Obviously down for the effects of the chain. And now Ivan will crawl over, and the match will end. Already down, already dazed is Precious Paul Ellering. And Hawk, you were not able to make it, but I know you're taking a look at this and really upset you.
Ivan Koloff, you had it right. He crawled over. He's a beaten man. He had a tough time even getting this done against my manager in the ring.
The chain over the turnbuckle right on the back of Paul Ellering. And Paul, it's good to see you standing here because that was quite a blow on the back. And if that wasn't enough, once again, Nikita Koloff twice on your back. Animal clears the ring. But obviously the damage had been done.
Well, you know, Tony, it hurts just as much watching it as it did at the time. And at the time, it was very, very serious. I could not feel my legs. I was carried out on a stretcher. They took me to the hospital. They stuck pins in my feet. They checked every part of my body. Thank God that I was not injured and permanently hurt. Now, these Russians, Tony, have set this up. They set this up from the beginning. They planned this. This is not wrestling. This is more than wrestling. And Russians, you're going to pay a heavy, heavy, heavy price. Tell them, Animal. I know you got something on your mind.
You know something, Tony Schiavone? It was a good thing for the Koloffs that my brother Hawk wasn't there. My brother Hawk, as you know, got injured the night before. I was there. I felt the pain. I felt the pain of my brother Hawk getting hurt and of my manager, Paul Ellering, getting hurt. These guys are like my blood. I've grown up with them guys. I've got my butt kicked with them guys, and I've also kicked a lot of butt with those guys. Now, Baltimore, it's only fair and it's only right that this match be brought to your city. At Baltimore, you're gonna see us kick those Russians' tail all over that stinking ring. And Tony Schiavone, Midnight Express, tomorrow night in the Army, you're gonna find out what we're all about.
That's right.
We want the belts, amongst other things.
It's ironic how justice plays itself out. But if it has to happen anywhere, this final chapter with the Russians, let it happen in Baltimore.
And the Road Warriors.